Good morning.
And we have another guest who'll be joining us shortly, Dolapo, founder and CEO of Oyster Finance. As always, this is interactive, so let us know what your thoughts are. The WhatsApp number is 0809 444 981. You can also tweet at Smooth981. And we're streaming live on YouTube, so just search for Smooth981 on YouTube, and you can catch the live stream. So, what do we think of Elon Musk's promise, or can we say Elon Musk's promise, based off of this picture of a new female CEO for Twitter?
So the reason why there's a meme of Elon Musk in a wig is because people feel that he's so controlling, and he's not going to let the company be in the hands of a CEO. He says he's going to move to product, or what did he say, product and development or something. But the reason why there's a meme going around the internet with Elon Musk in a wig, because it says he's going to be a female CEO, is that people don't believe he's going to relinquish control and give it to an independent CEO. But look, Tesla shares climbed on the news when he sent out the tweet yesterday. Tesla shares were up like, I think, 1.5 or 2%. So for Tesla shareholders that feel he's been distracted and Twitter is taking too much of his time, they reacted positively. So they feel that, okay, if he has a CEO, that person will focus on the company. He can go and do other stuff. So Fisayo, what do you think? We're getting a female CEO of Twitter.
I mean, I don't know what to feel because he tweeted that he's moving to becoming executive chairman. Essentially, he's still involved in the day-to-day running of the business, right? If he's not executive chairman, meaning that he's not, he doesn't have an office in Twitter, for instance. He just comes to board meetings, sit down, is the chairman of the board. That makes sense. But he's executive chairman, so it means that he has an executive role in the business. So I don't expect much to change, right? In the running of the business, as it were. And I hope that the CEO and him will get along, because I mean, if you make me CEO and I don't have the authority or the power of a CEO, then I'll probably just leave your job for you, right? So I hope that they're able to figure out a way to work together and continue to build a great company in Twitter. And of course, I mean, looking back at what Twitter has achieved since this guy took over, right? People are like, yeah, no, it's running it down. But again, I looked at how much Twitter has changed since it took over from a product perspective, right? Now you can edit tweets on Twitter. I mean, really. I mean, we asked the former CEO for that feature for how many years? Over 10 years. The guy couldn't figure out a way with all the number of staff he has and engineers and all the nonsense he was doing, right? This company has practically improved. The product has improved. Yes, we can't doubt that. Now, I mean, I saw some of the news that you also mentioned that, yes, you're adding new features around encryption, voice, conversations. These are real improvements into the product, right? So I don't think that he has done badly running it. It's just because he's more of an impulsive person than it is expected for someone at his level, and that's where the issue is coming out from. But from a product improvement perspective, from an efficiency perspective, he's doing so much of that with leaner staff. You see, these are real metrics that shareholders are excited about and measuring, right? And I think it's great progress, for Twitter over the last less than a year that CEO Musk has been in charge, and I think it's good for everyone involved.
Good stuff. Dolapo with Oyster Finance. Join in. What do you think of the new incoming CEO of Twitter?
Right. Good morning, guys. First of all, she's a woman, so power to women. So I like that it's a female CEO that is coming. So maybe those people that took their ads out of Twitter will bring it back now. That is not Elon that is leading the team. But yeah, I think Elon has a lot on his plate. I mean, he has Tesla, he has SpaceX. Like, Twitter is like the smallest of like the things that he has going on for him. So it's just smart that is going into the product and technology part of Twitter. And like Fisayo said, it's done amazing changes. If we remove like the biasness for Elon and the way he speaks and whatnot, you would see like Twitter as a product has greatly improved, and people like us can get a blue check mark if we pay monthly. So that's a win. Yeah, I think him stepping down as the CEO of Twitter is not a bad thing at all. It's just him refocusing on what matters, which is the product and the technology behind the social media. And then he would also have time to focus on more important things like Tesla and SpaceX. So I think it's a win-win, and plus the female CEO coming in.
All right. Can we quickly get your thoughts on Fisayo? I think we only have a few minutes to go. Google's developers conference, the AI. I think it looks like ChatGPT has really forced Google's hand here, and they've really jumped forward now. So they are Wednesday. They debuted. They're infusing artificial intelligence in everything from search, Gmail, and so on. Fisayo, what do you make of the updates you saw?
I mean, it's everyone is thinking competitive, pressure right now. ChatGPT is changing the way generative AI is working for everyone. So Google is thinking about it. Microsoft has taken a position with OpenAI already, so it's competition in all the way. So in certain, I mean, I saw that part that you can use a.
Did we lose Fisayo? Okay. Is it me or?
Yes.
Yes, looks like a
Okay, for some of your pictures in your presentation. I mean, do you know how slight when all you want is the content? I want to just write that for me is an interesting part of using artificial intelligence for just many things, right? So I just focus on the most important thing, my content, put the thing on the slide, and of course, let AI design the slide the way, however it feels good. And I think that that'll be useful for me. Of course, Microsoft has that on PowerPoint today, where it gives you design ideas, asking more support like that, so that everyone can focus to this.
All right, you're listening to Business Express on Smooth
Design work when you should just be an analyst, putting things together.
Fisayo, your internet is jumping in and out. You froze and then you came back.
Sadly.
All right, cool. Ife, very quickly, are you gonna look? What is AI gonna do for what you guys are doing at Oyster Finance? Have you explored using AI down the line to? Because I know you guys you lend money out to SMEs and individuals. Are you looking at infusing AI into what you're doing? And then let's give us your thoughts very quickly on what Google is doing.
Okay, so I'll just do the Google bits, and I'll talk about what we are using AI for at Oyster. So with Google, I think is another case of when box office was doing well back in the 2000s, and then digital platforms like Netflix came along, but box office didn't iterate or pivot or adapt to it. Now they're no more, and Netflix is the in thing. ChatGPT and AI is the in thing. It is the future. If Google did not adapt to using AI into its product, it would it would become redundant, because ChatGPT then and all other AI products would then take over them. Google used to be the number one best. When they ask like, what's the best product ever created, I used to say Google. But now with ChatGPT, makes my work way easier than Google. So like, there's no pushing AI away. So the best thing for a forward-thinking tech company to do is to adapt things like that and infuse it into what they are doing. And you see now with Google Maps, our Google search, we new products that Google are creating, the infusion of AI, and I think that is great. So for a company that wants to live long or stay a long time, we have to keep adapting. And if AI is the new thing, and if it will make people's lives easier, then you adapt to AI. And now talking about how AI will help with Oyster. So at Oyster, we are building a micro lending infrastructure. We are currently using machine help us make credit decision. So we are extending loans to mobile money operators, to merchants, to people who were previously unbanked. Now, to be able to calculate a credit score or use alternative data to make sense of their risk analysis and to underwrite that loan, you need more than just a human brain. You need a machine behind it. So we are currently using machine learning. I think the future with AI for us to be where we move away from just the infrastructure, which is the back end of the product, to building like an app for where anybody can you go into it, you put your biometric as your onboarding document, and then you can ask for a loan, and then we can use AI to calculate the chances of you repaying it in the future, or the chances of you getting a better job in the future, to be able to use it as a risk analysis to underwrite your loan for the present. So using your possibility of future to underwrite your loan for the present. So those are the chances that we are looking at, but we are currently using machine learning at the moment for our loan underwriting.
Great stuff. Great stuff. Great stuff.
All right. Let's take some messages here really quickly. This is from Ayokunmi. He says, can AI recover loans? And Yukabolu says, I couldn't agree more. Twitter has really changed since Elon took over, and it's for the better. Now the blue tick has now been demystified. You pay, you get it. So it doesn't necessarily mean you are smart. With the new Twitter calling that capability on the way, it's going to be lit. What's left is to integrate AI and we are done. Look at Tucker Carlson running his program on Twitter. This is so cool.
All right. Thanks for the messages. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you for that. And that's all we can take on Business Express this morning. Thank you so much, Rotus, Fisayo, and Dolapo for joining us this morning. You have yourselves a great Friday and a great weekend ahead.
All right. See you guys.
Bye.
All right.